Rice pudding is a popular dish in many parts of the world, from the US, Europe, India to the Middle East. What's interesting that each country or each region has their own unique twist. Arabic rice pudding is creamy, pleasantly sweet, and slightly floral. Today I'm going to show you my family's recipe along with my tips and tricks for irresistibly creamy and delicious rice pudding. Let's get started! If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kitty and this channel is all about Middle Eastern recipes and culture with a special focus on my beloved country, Jordan. Let's have a quick look at the ingredients and what you should pay attention to. Obviously, rice is the key ingredient. Short grain rice is traditionally used. In Middle Eastern stores, ask for Egyptian rice. If you're in the US, Calrose rice works well as it's soft and sticky. Here you see the difference between short grain rice that you need for rice pudding and long grain rice, which is used for many rice dishes and as a side. Milk is the second key ingredient, preferably whole milk, not semi-skimmed or low-fat. Then we need sugar. A pinch of salt is the secret ingredient for the best rice pudding. I'll tell you more about that later. For a creamier texture, we need a bit of cornstarch. Rose water and orange blossom water are two ingredients that are special in Arabic rice pudding. You can find them at any Middle Eastern grocery store as well as online. If you don't like the taste or don't have them available, you could use vanilla instead. That's not Middle Eastern, but it's a good alternative. To garnish, you could use nuts. Traditionally pistachios. I'll give you some alternatives at the end of this video. By the way, there's a link in the description box for a complete list of ingredients and amounts which you can save or print out. Ready to make Arabic rice pudding? Yalla, let's get started. Start off by adding milk to a saucepan, but set aside about 100 milliliters or half a cup for later. Turn on your stove. Add the rice to the milk along with our secret ingredient, a pinch of salt. Bring the mixture to a boil over medium heat. Adding a pinch of salt to the milk and rice mixture at the beginning of cooking will enhance the sweetness and balance the flavors. Keep a close eye on the process as milk boils fast. If the milk starts to rise in the saucepan, immediately remove the saucepan from the stove. We certainly don't want to create a mess in the kitchen. Stir continuously to avoid the rice from sticking to the bottom of your saucepan. Cook the rice and milk mixture for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the rice becomes very soft. By the way, if you have watched some of my other rice recipes on my channel, you might remember that I told you that it's important to wash rice to get rid of the excess starch. For rice pudding, it's actually the opposite. It's better not to wash it as we want to maintain its starch because that's what contributes to a creamy texture of this pudding. Later in this video, you will see what I'm talking about. After the rice and milk have cooked for about 20 to 25 minutes, the rice will be tender and the pudding will have a thicker and creamier texture. Now it's time to prepare the cornstarch slurry. But we'll use the milk that we set aside in the first step for that. In a small bowl, combine the resolved cold milk with the cornstarch. Stir thoroughly until the mixture is smooth. It's better to prepare the cornstarch slurry separately rather than adding the cornstarch directly to the saucepan. This helps ensure a smooth and creamy texture without any lumps. Now add the cornstarch slurry to the saucepan and stir well to combine. Then add the other aromatics: sugar, rose water and orange blossom water. Increase the heat slightly to medium to high. For the cornstarch to activate and thicken the pudding, the mixture must reach boiling point. You'll notice the rice pudding starting to thicken as the cornstarch works. By the way, we add the aromatics at the end for two reasons. Sugar interacts with the starches in rice and milk, creating a barrier that makes it harder for the rice to absorb liquid. If added early, the rice will take longer to soften and cook fully. By waiting, you ensure the rice is tender, which is very important for good rice pudding. As for the rose water and orange blossom water, they deliver a stronger, more aromatic flavor when added later. If you prefer them to be more subtle, you can add them earlier. Cook the mixture for a couple of minutes until it achieves a beautifully creamy and thick consistency. Once the pudding is ready, turn off the heat and let it sit in the saucepan for another 5 to 10 minutes. And that's what it should look like when it's done. The rice is fully tender and the texture is beautifully creamy. Note that the pudding gets thicker as it cools. You can serve your rice pudding warm, at room temperature or chilled. Traditionally, it's garnished with finely chopped nuts, usually pistachios. You could also use walnuts or pecan nuts. If you prefer chilled rice pudding, fruits such as strawberries, raspberries or blueberries make for a wonderful combination. And that's it, your Arabic rice pudding is ready. صحتين. Enjoy.